Hello, and welcome to Ask Me About K-Pop, the essential guide for recent converts and seasoned fans alike. My name is Shannon, and I am joined, as always, by my best pal, Angelica. How are you doing today, Angelica?
I'm doing great. Shannon, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful. I've had a really great K-pop weekend, and I'm just, kind of high on it all.
Yeah, me too. I've been watching so many things.
Yeah, it'll come up probably in the next episode, but we've both fallen very hard for TVXQ in the last 2 weeks.
So hard and so fast.
So fast. So there's been a lot of that. And then SM did one of their SM Town concerts in Dubai. So that's just been joy on Instagram of all the people I love on the same plane and taking field trips to the tallest building, and my heart has just been so full. And yesterday was Jonghyun's birthday and EXO's anniversary. So I don't know, I've just been
There's just been so many things happening, so many fun K-pop things, specifically SM centered, and
and as SM stans, we've been enjoying it,
loving it.
Yeah. So I'm real excited to get into it this week. But before we do, I wanted to take a second to do a bit of a corrections or updates for some things we talked about in previous episodes. We said in our company's episode that a specific thing about JYP is that there was no JYP music on Spotify, and that is no longer true.
Yay! Or boo. I don't really know.
I like it because now I feel like I can finally flesh out my playlists, and I've got to go back and add album after album that I've had to leave off because they weren't there.
Yeah.
But now they are. So if you want to listen to GOT7's new album or some Twice or an old 2PM, it's all there now. So
find the 2PM.
So that was my first update. Wanted everybody to know that. And then we got a email from a listener.
Yes, thank goodness too, because we had been begging listeners for a few episodes to please, if anybody understood NCT, explain it to us. And some beautiful, fabulous person did.
Yes. So listener Victoria, we thank you so very much for this. I'm going to read how she explained NCT to us. Right now, there is one fixed unit which represents a region, and that's NCT 127. It's the
elevation
or the
sea
latitude line or whatever. What are those lines around the Earth?
Latitude.
Yeah, 127 something. 127 is somehow, she wasn't sure either, but it's a geographic location somehow. So the members they have now most likely won't change. They are also hinting heavily at a Chinese unit debuting soon, fingers crossed. But the other two units, U and Dream, are rotating units. NCT Dream is the babies, okay, the teenagers. So Mark, who is 19, will graduate from Dream next year when he turns 20. And NCT U is basically whoever SM feels fits the songs. They just throw random combinations of boys together. Mark is in all three units, and there are 18 members of NCT 2018, but there will most likely be more in the future. 18 kids and counting, K-pop edition. LOL. So stressful, but I love them so much. So thank you for that explanation, Victoria.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. And I honestly do appreciate the fact that it is in the script for NCT Dream to be babies, because I was like, why are they so young? And it's on purpose, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cute that they graduate.
Yeah.
It's it's kind of like Menudo. If you guys remember, if you know anything about Ricky Martin, Menudo is a group that would graduate boys or whatever when they got too old.
Yeah.
They didn't go anywhere else after that. They didn't
But
have,
it was
a
a forever teenager, Latin pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The group stayed, the boys did not, which is an interesting concept.
And we said in our concept episode that I thought Dream sounded like an insurance policy or whatever to just keep it going because they're
just
young forever. So that's some updates. Thanks always. If you ever want to write into us, if we make a big mistake or you want to explain something to us or there's an update to something we've talked about, send them in.
Please let us know.
Okay, so now we got to get to today's topic, which I'm very excited to talk about, which is K-pop music videos.
Yay, music videos, my favorite.
And music videos have always been a part of pop music since the invention of MTV. But as we've mentioned in previous episodes, they're important to K-pop for several reasons. Fans get rewarded for streaming them,
like with dance practices.
We talked about that last time in our dance episode. And they're also the place where you showcase the album concept or the comeback concept that we've talked about several times.
Yeah, they get teased and then finally they get released, and it's a really big deal. They usually they get released. The timing is usually corresponding with the release of the album.
Right. And yeah, it like if this is, you know, like a dark vampire concept, then that's what the music video is the music video is very important.
Right.
In that way. Okay. So where do we start? I guess we should start with perhaps the people who are responsible for making these music videos. This is information that isn't always easy to find. So we're only going to be talking about companies that have documented their works in a way that's easy to find. So the main company that makes K-pop videos is called Zany Bros, Zanybros. And they have made more than 1,000 videos.
Yeah, their Wikipedia page is ridiculous.
It's so long. Like, pretty much, it's like if a K-pop video has been made, it was like probably these guys. Yeah, they do everything. And I watched a lot of their videos and went through the list, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of, they don't have like a signature. They really make everything. They do the girl groups in the meadow, and they do the boys in the junkyard. Like, they do all of it.
Yeah, and they also do like the fun, goofy, like Psy ones. They do everything. I tried to look for a common theme among them as well. And with the like other directors that I tried to find, and there really isn't one. Like, I think I saw maybe a specific style or like color scheme to one or two, but
I think I also read that they have like a connection, or like either someone who works for them or works with them has one of those very specific like steady cams and does the like zoom in, like there's a specific like, you know, camera you need for that sort of style, and they do that sometimes. So Zany Bros is like kind of the biggest one. The second biggest one is DigiPedi, which is like supposed to stand for digital pedicure, which is
okay,
weird.
Interesting.
But this is a company who is also, they don't have quite the same catalog size as Zany Bros, but they have also made a ton of videos. But in their case, I found a lot of similarities. Their music videos all look the same.
Oh, really?
They love molding, wall molding, you know, like where there's the little squares of like indented like chair rail or whatever. That's in so many, most of their videos take place in rooms. When I was watching their videos, I just like wrote down in big letters, rooms, because people are just always in like a bedroom, in a hallway, in just like a box room that has like paneling on the wall that's all painted a single color, and girls just sitting on the floor with their legs straight out in those rooms is in so many of their videos. Yeah, bright colors and people just in rooms and sitting on floors. So they do a lot of, I noticed their catalog was like a lot of like solo female artists or like K-pop idol girls doing solo projects.
So maybe less of like, maybe the Zany Bros would do more of the like high choreography videos, and then DigiPedi's maybe doing the more like, we're just gonna sing the song and like be in pretty places.
Right. I think so. It seems that way. Like it might just be that they're like, maybe they're cheaper. Like maybe those rooms they have a studio and those rooms are like their sets and they can paint them however. So it might just be like a kind of cheap way to shoot a music video.
Yeah.
That they'll like just put together some kind of pink house and like the video takes place in this pink house. There you go. Because that's another thing, is that there's like obviously plenty of different styles of K-pop music videos. One style that I think DigiPedi does a lot, they call a box video, which is just basically like it doesn't take place anywhere. There's no kind of story. It's mostly just like the group dancing on multiple sets, like, you know, digital, whatever lights. And then there'll be a couple of them so you can do different costume changes. And then close-ups of each member, like singing their part.
Right.
And there's nothing else in the video. There's no kind of storyline. It's
just them and the song and the choreography.
They call that a box video because it's just taking place in a box.
Fair enough.
But then obviously things get shot on location, or things have like a very like intense storyline or a kind of vague storyline, or there's all kinds of things that they can do. But DigiPedi seems to specify in box videos. They were the only ones I could find that had like a style that you could see. Another company I was able to find some information about is called Naive, and they make mostly JYP videos. So they just seem to be the go-to for JYP. Again, no concrete style, just that they work for the same company all the time. So that's like pretty much it that I could find concrete about K-pop production companies. It's hard because some videos, they will put credits at the end, and sometimes they don't.
And sometimes they don't. Sometimes they put it in like the YouTube description. Sometimes they don't. And sometimes the music videos are not credited to a company. They're credited to a specific director.
Right.
And whether or not those directors are affiliated with those production companies, I couldn't find that out.
Yeah,
Like,
it's really hard to tell. It just sort of, it depends on if the company, it seems like if the production company or the director takes credit for it and then puts it on their own website. But other than that, it's just kind of in the wind as to what it is. So yeah, that's who's making these videos. I thought that was interesting that like because companies seem to have, like we have our own dancers and we have our own actors and we have our own whatever, that the companies don't have like an in-house music video.
Yeah, that is an interesting aspect to it because as we said in the companies episode, the companies are pretty much responsible for every aspect of the group or idol's career, from the training to the production to the creation of the music and the photo shoots and all of that stuff. And so then music videos, which are a hugely important part of K-pop, in a way that I think music videos today are not as big of a factor in U.S. pop music.
Because we don't have, like, MTV hasn't played music videos in 15,
we don't have
20
TRL
years.
anymore.
Yeah.
And so the, like the top 20 videos of the week or something, they don't really.
It's all just YouTube now.
Yeah.
I feel like while there are definitely still American artists like putting effort into their music videos, I feel like they don't have the same weight as they used to.
Yeah, you don't look forward to the music video of an American artist the way that you look forward to the music video of a Korean artist.
Yeah.
Especially because also like EXO's been doing with CBX this whole week, driving me absolutely nuts. They tease like 10 seconds of the song or whatever for like 5 days.
Yeah.
They give you like a small droplet.
Yeah.
Like
They really get
a
you
little
hyped.
kernel, and you're just like dying for more.
Yeah.
So by the time the music video actually does come out, you're just like, I'm here. I'm ready.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So before we get into like music videos that we love, which I really do want to do, let's start with, I'm just going to list the top 10 as of this morning most viewed K-pop videos on YouTube. Out of the 10, 5 of them belong to Psy.
Amazing.
Which is so crazy.
He's such a powerhouse.
He really is.
Never ceases to amaze me.
So the number one most viewed video is Gangnam Style with 3.1 billion views. Billion with a B. And then
And not billion, like I said, Korean one.
yes, no, for real billion.
For real billion in all countries, it's a billion. Holy shit.
Yeah, and then number 2 is Psy Gentleman, which is 1.1 billion. So there's a 2 billion view gap
Wow.
between 1 and 2, which is nuts.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah, and then number 3 is Psy with Hyuna, Oppa's Just My Style, which was like a follow-up that they did to Gangnam Style where she is singing instead.
Oh, right.
And and I think it was a car commercial. Like, I think the video was actually a car commercial. And then that's 787 million.
Wow.
Then another giant jump down to number 4 is Twice TT with 341 million.
That's such a weird music video. It's like Halloween themed.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really weird.
I like it.
I like that music video. I like showing it to people, even though I don't love Twice. But like, it's it's a really goofy music video.
Because you'd love it. That's a good one. And then number 5 is Big Bang's Fantastic Baby with 346 million. Or wait, that should be ahead of Twice. I guess that's 4, and then Twice is 5.
Okay.
And then Psy Daddy, 339 million.
Oh, I love that one.
Number 7, BTS's DNA has 334 million, which is amazing because that song just came out.
That song's from like September.
Yeah. So, dang.
BTS. The army is fierce.
And then next, BTS, number 8, is BTS's Fire with 316 million. Number 9 is Psy Again. Psy with Snoop Dogg, Hangover.
Oh, I love that song.
And then number 10 is Big Bang's Bang 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 with 302 million.
Wow.
And these change like literally every day because I found a list that was from 2 months ago that was in a completely different order than this. So I just looked it up myself this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And like that's what it currently is. It could be different by the time this episode comes out.
I was just going to say that. I mean, people are watching YouTube videos every day, like right this very second. So of course that number would change constantly.
And that's something we could bring up for a second that I'm surprised we haven't before, which is that like streaming itself is like an important part of fandom. There are so many fans who like when a new music video comes out because they're trying to get their views so they can get their special video or just to like be on top and be in this top 10. People will post pictures on Instagram of like their iPad and their computer and their phone and their other phone and their mom's phone and they're all streaming the same video. And you just like leave it on a loop and you stream it all day. And that's like fan dedication is you like stream music videos all day long.
That's like one way to show your support for your group is by upping the view count.
Yes. Yeah. So
and like getting other people to help, like tweeting and tumbling at all your friends, like, guys, we need to stream, please.
Yeah. People, there's lots of like, don't forget to stream. Yeah. Like that stuff happens a lot. Okay. So next, before we go into our favorites, we should touch on something that I love about K-pop videos, which is like weird K-pop video tropes, things that happen inexplicably in lots of videos.
Yeah. Just common themes, threads, or images.
My favorite one, because I think it is the oddest and I always notice it, is girl sitting in front of open refrigerator.
Yes.
There are
It's in so many videos. I can name you at least 3 off the top of my head in which a girl is sitting in front of an open refrigerator.
Yeah, it's totally a thing.
Yeah.
That one I love. Let's see. Snow indoors.
Snow inside. The Spica video that we watched in one of our first episodes, Lonely, it snows inside there. I also wrote down mirrors, either like broken mirrors or looking through mirrors.
Yes.
Like EXO does that a lot. Red Velvet has done it multiple times.
People being in clear boxes or like clear plastic rooms. That's totally a thing.
Lay does that in Lose Control, I remember. I also wrote portraits or statues coming to life.
Yes.
TVX Something has that happen. And that one's really funny because at the end, the boys get like sucked into the like facade that the statues are in, and I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's like very unclear.
Did they get trapped? Did they want
to be there? Are they happy? I don't know. Also, Sherlock depends a lot on portraits coming to life. So does CBX.
Another one I love is the idol starring in the video seeing an idol version of themselves on television. Like they're a regular person in this music video, but then they watch TV and the idol version of them is singing the song on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
That happens a lot. I use Last Night's Story has that for sure.
Yep.
That's one that comes to the top of my head. Some more, let's see, more general stuff I feel like we talked about in our concept episode, like a school uniforms, like school concept. One that I hate just because it reads as so insincere to me is teen delinquency.
Yeah,
like
I really
spray painting cars and setting fires. It never does it for me.
In the same vein as that, fake tattoos is one of my least favorite K-pop tropes. Like Big Bang loves that.
Loves them.
TVXQ has done it too in some really horrendous like neck tattoo ways.
It usually is like neck and like fake chest and neck tattoos.
Yeah, Shiny did it for I can't think of any of their music videos that have it, but they definitely did it for some live performances. But the most egregious fake tattoo of them all is in XOK's Mama video when Kai has full-on face tattoo, like from forehead to chin that says like EXO on it or something, and he looks like a member of the Insane Clown Posse. It's horrendous.
And on his neck, it's the EXO logo, and then everyone's names written giant in English.
It's so hideous that when I watched it last night or 2 nights ago, I like cackled and paused and sent you a screenshot of it, and then like cackled again. I like couldn't get over it because I had forgotten about it at all, and then it just like literally comes like screaming into your face because it's like a close up on his face, and he's like yelling at the camera, and it's so upsetting.
Yeah. Don't like that one.
It's a bad one.
Let's see. More big, broad things. Meadows, roofs.
Sexy elevators.
Parking garages. Yes, sexy elevators. People turning into cartoons.
Yep, I like that one.
That one's always fun. Animation, like extra steps. That's always good.
Yeah. I also wrote down like fancy cars behind you. Like just standing in front of a fancy car.
I have expensive cars written down because they're always like, they're never like, sometimes it's like a cool convertible, but a lot of the times it's like a stupid, like one of those cars nobody really drives, like
Yeah.
with
Like
the
in
Lamborghinis
Lucifer
with the doors that open the wrong way. Like those aren't real cars.
Yeah, totally. I also wrote this one I phrased in a couple different ways because it basically has to do with like coffee cups and saucers, either dropping the cup in slow motion or dropping sugar cubes into the cup in slow motion and like being shot from above. FX Four Walls has them like dropping it in slow motion. Coco Bop has them like putting like drugs into like blue liquid or whatever. I don't know. That video's weird. TVXQ does it too in their Love Line video. That's an interesting one.
like shooting liquids very intensely.
I feel like coffee is kind of a music video trope.
Yeah.
They romanticize coffee a lot.
For sure.
In music videos. Hello, EXO Cafe Universe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if this is K-pop specific because I feel like it's also, I've seen it in American music videos before, but I feel like especially in like breakup videos where they're showing you like a reminiscing of before, they will do that like girl wearing a man's shirt and nothing else, like giggling in the kitchen. Like, and they're like play fighting in the kitchen and she's just wearing a man's shirt. Like that's how they always be like, this is how it was good before. That's how they always like.
Because that's what you always do when you're in a happy couple. You only wear his shirt and that is all.
Yeah. And you sit in a sunlit kitchen and you like giggle.
In a beautiful, pristinely white sunlit kitchen. The last trope I have written down was murder/getting beat up.
Yes. That's on my list too.
Red Velvet obviously loves that one. Timeen, Press Your Number, has both murder and getting beat up. So does Tell Me What to Do, Shiny.
But both of those also include pointless delinquency.
True, pointless delinquency. And one girl per group.
Oh, one girl per group is definite.
Yeah.
Or
one boy love per group.
Love interest.
A trope I hate.
Yes, because it's weird.
It is weird.
Because it's like, which one do we want?
Who am I rooting for to get this girl or boy?
Are we supposed to believe that they're all getting? Because I don't like that either.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Or are we supposed to believe that like the group itself is a repiresentation of one person?
A single person? Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Okay, so I think to get into just a few specifics and maybe get to know us as hosts a little bit or whatever, I had us gather some of our favorite music videos, not just that they are a favorite song, because I think if that was it, my list would be totally different. What I wanted this list to be is music videos that are watchable. Like the music video is the important part. Like it's a music video you put on to watch it, not just to hear the song. Yeah,
like because there are some K-pop songs where maybe if I want to watch something of theirs, like I'll watch it live, or I'll watch like a specific stage. And there are a handful of of songs that if I want to listen to that song, I am specifically choosing the music video over a stage because of the music video itself.
Exactly. Like for like a specific example, there's a certain performance of EXO's Lucky One that we both like adore. And I hate the Lucky One music video.
Because
they
don't
a bad
dance.
Music video.
They don't dance at all. They're just like trapped in a
mental institution or something.
Like
they're like strapped to beds.
Because they're aliens and they have powers.
But it's like a disco song and it has a cool dance.
And the dance is my favorite EXO dance of all and they never do it.
Right. So these are not those kinds of videos. These are videos that we love to watch. Okay. I guess I will go first. So my first choice is Lay's What You Need.
Good one.
This was the music video for like his first solo single. It's in Chinese, but I'm counting it as a K-pop video.
He's K-pop.
It's K-pop.
And it was produced by SM, so
yeah,
it still counts.
It counts. This is a parking garage video. Takes place entirely in a parking garage. And it's also a dance video.
Yeah.
If it had come out a different way, it might have been characterized as like the performance version if there were two versions, but this is the only version. And the dance is the part that is showcased. And that's the thing that I love about it.
And to reference our last week's episode, isn't Casper and also dancers from 1 Million both in it?
I have that written down. So some tropes that are in this video. Oh, okay. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to describe the video. If we know the director, we'll tell you any K-pop tropes that are in the video and why we love it. That's what we're trying to get to. Okay. So we got parking. It's a parking garage dance video. Tropes. There is a stupid expensive car for no reason. He does turn into a cartoon for a second. And it snows inside at the end of the video. I love this video because I love to watch Lay dance. I love watching him dance so much. And this dance like really, I feel like captures his charm and his hips that don't lie.
Accurate. I mean, this dance is, the song is like upbeat and kind of playful and cute. And the dance reflects that tone as well.
Yeah. And like you said a second ago, Casper is in this video as well as Yoo Jung Lee, who is another choreographer at 1 Million. We've referred to her before as the girl with the eyebrows, like before I learned her name, because she has very distinctive eyebrows. But they're all in it. It's super cute. And another reason that I think I love this video is that there's just a very specific warm fangirl memory attached to it, which is the first time we watched this music video, like on my couch. It was the night it came out and we were watching it and we were loving it and squealing and having such a good time. And then at the very end of the video, it zooms in on his eye and his eye turns red and then it cut and it was like, lose control, coming soon. And we like jumped up on my couch and like screamed because it like, so we were so excited. It was the first we'd heard of the album and it it worked. So I always like hold it special in my heart, like, because it was watching it was an experience.
And I feel like too, that's maybe one of the first of our like extreme fangirls, like being up to date on the music that's coming out. And like, cause we were playing catch up for like the first maybe year or so of our K-pop fandom. And then once we like got caught up with certain things, it was such a fun ride.
That was great. So that's my first one. Why don't you go next?
Okay. I put mine in no particular order. I just want to say that. I just want to like preface.
Me as well.
No particular order.
All videos are good and valid. Weird.
Well, also like these aren't I couldn't decide what my favorites are. So the first one I'll mention is Yes, I Am by Mamamoo. The director of that, I could find it, is done by Zany Bros.
There you go.
And it's on a soundstage. And it's sort of like, it has what I like to call a trope that we didn't mention. I like to call it the Target effect, because I think that they look like Target commercials. Do you remember when Target, like 10 years ago, had those like really awesome commercials that were kind of like music videos that were like on a soundstage with a monochromatic background, but it was very colorful and almost like color blocked. So maybe like the entire background was red, and then like the lawn chair is yellow, and like the girl is wearing a yellow dress, but
and
like,
her dog has a yellow colander.
Yeah. So that's really common in K-pop music videos, but it's difficult to describe or put a name on it. So
I like Target effect.
I call it the Target effect. That's what this music video is. The lyrics of the song are about each one of their like personal quirks, and the chorus is like, yes, I am a confident woman, so like I like me, so follow me. And the music video itself is them like acting out the caricatures of themselves, and then also acting out like their like runway sort of idol alter egos. And they have some of the tropes, again, are like a fancy car, like Moonbyul is in a fancy car, and then it turns into like a little toy car. I believe it's Solar that's in front of an open fridge.
Yep.
And then Wheein does a press conference. And Hwasa, the red room walls with the yellow lawn chair that I just described, was Hwasa's set. And I just really love it because I really like the song. I like the attitude in the song. And I like that each one of them is sort of playing up their own personality. Like, that's my favorite part about Mamamoo, is the way that they just are sort of unapologetically themselves. And not only do they look incredible in this music video, like each one of them is a different hair color. They look so beautiful. But I really like the song, and the music video itself, I think, does a good job of showing them off.
Yeah, that's great. I was just scrubbing through the video while you were talking to try to remember what happens in it. And there's also that sudden
weird
Stark Pantene commercial where they're in the white columns for the bridge.
Yeah, they like switch into like fancier outfits, and they're just up against like a completely blank white columns.
And it really looks like a shampoo commercial.
It does, because their hair is all so beautiful.
Great. So Mamamoo, yes, I am. Beautiful. Okay. My next one was, again, really hard to pick. It's fine. We should stop quantifying. We're just talking about music videos. Our love is pure, and it's all good. It's fine. So mine, it took me a while to decide on this one, but I decided on Shiny View.
Oh, okay.
The music
I thought
video
about that
version, not the dance version.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I didn't pick that one, because I never watched the music video version. I just watched the dance version.
I love the music video version. I couldn't find the director for that one, but this is a story music video, and the story is that they are themselves, and they are kidnapped, in quotes, but they're not actually kidnapped. It's just like these hot girls who like took them to Thailand for them to have like a secret rendezvous.
Cute.
That's the name of the video. And they're all wearing like thrift store clothes, because it's like they were wearing suits, and then they like put on thrift store clothes, and
I think they like steal it from a clothesline or something.
Yeah. Because they're just being like delinquent, but in a like adorable way, like breaking into bars and stuff. K-pop tropes, seeing yourself on TV, they do that when they're trying to sneak out of the convenience store. They like hide their faces when anybody sees them. And then it has, which I think is another trope, a lot of almost kisses.
Yeah, totally.
Because those make fangirls mad, so you just have to like hint at them.
Almost.
What I love about this video is that it felt like the first grown-up video from Shiny. There are like, it's kind of sexy. Like there's multiple scenes of like these girls that they're with who are like not Asian. Like they're just like, they're like brown and like white and like, I don't know. They're like not the girls and there's 5 of like, they each get a girl. It's
there's 5 of them.
They're like running around with girls, and the girls are taking their tops off, and they're like, oh, and then like Mino defends one of them in a bar, and he gets his head smashed with a bottle, and then he's like in the bathroom, and the girl like takes her top off and like, ugh, like, I don't know. It's very like, it's very sexy.
Yeah.
And the song is kind of like watery and chill. And I feel like them like running around in Thailand and like swimming and breaking into a bar, and they like dance for the girls at the end in this like bar that they broke into. And I feel like it just really captures the vibe of the song so well. And I just really love it. I love to watch it.
Plus, Mino is the hottest he's ever been in that video.
Yeah.
Like, it is ungodly how hot he is in that video. He's blonde, and he's buff, and he's in a tank top and like white jeans, and just
everybody looks very, very, very good in it as well.
That may be like peak Shiny beauty.
I think so. I think so. They're like very tan and summery, and like
they're all so. And Timeen has the most beautiful dye job of any dye job.
It's the prettiest.
They're so pretty. So my next video that I chose is Free Somebody by Luna. I actually was able to find the name of that director. His name is Shin Hee-won. Actually, I'm going to correct myself. I don't know if that's a man. That the director's name is Shin Hee-won. I do not know if it is a male or a female. Anyway, that is a music video that is on a sound stage as well. Actually, almost all of my choices were on sound stages. I guess that's just my style that I like. But it's more dance focused. focused, and I love the dance of this song. It's super fun.
We learned it.
Yeah, we did. I also really just thoroughly enjoy the color scheme of this music video. It's like yellow and black and pink against a black background. It kind of tells a story. Like Luna like goes into an elevator and she sees this boy that she thinks is cute, and then which is another trope, sexy elevator, and then onto our second trope, he eats like a candy, which is possibly drugs, because as soon as he eats the candy, we lead into our third trope, which is that she becomes animated, and then like goes into this dance, and there's like a cute part where fourth trope actually being in a glass box, because the elevator becomes glass, and they like have like a date in the elevator, and the elevator has like a disco ball, and they go dancing. She almost like sees sees this cute boy in an elevator, and then their relationship like flashes before her eyes, and at the end of the video, like he leaves the elevator.
Right. So was he even real at all?
Well, he like passes her a piece of candy as he leaves. Okay. So maybe he is real. I don't know. But I love it because I love the color scheme. I love this song. It's like to me it sounds like a queer anthem. Like I just want like Luna to be on a parade float singing it at Pride, and like everyone will be dancing in the streets.
It did get played at Pride a couple of years ago.
Thank God,
people
because
are like,
it's
this is a gay anthem.
Thoroughly appropriate for it. I also really love the animation style in this. It's kind of psychedelic, and it reminds me of both one of my favorite 80s movies, which stars John Cusack. It's called Better Off Dead, and it also reminds me of Hedwig and the Angry Inch. The like weird sort of like soft lined but brightly colored animation style of it is just one of my favorites. I adore that music video.
Awesome. That's a good choice. Okay. What should I do next? Next, we'll do Hyuna's Red. This is directed by the Zany Bros. And this is a box video. It doesn't really have a story. I guess it sort of has a message. Like they're commenting on like paparazzi and celebrity and whatever. But I feel like the closest to any kind of trope that it has would be that it's kind of parroting a lot of American music videos. There's like a Miley Cyrus-ness about it, Nicki Minaj, Anaconda, Lorde. Like she's kind of doing all of those things in the video. And I just love it because Hyuna with black hair is queen. I love when she has black hair. It just makes her face stand out so much. She looks incredible. And just the whole like don't give a fuck attitude about the entire video. It's very, very sexy. She's like wearing basically nothing in like most of the scenes.
Just like red undies.
Yeah, but the song is interesting because it's like, like a very power anthem, like I'm Hyuna and Hyuna's red, and like, yeah, but then the like bridge is like it slows down and she's like, please don't leave me here alone. Is like there's like these little slips of like insecurity that like come through in this like very powerful anthem. It has a really cute, cool dance and like glitter, and she's like topless and holding a monkey at one point, and like laying in glitter, which like makes me so uncomfortable because it was stuck to her for weeks.
That part of the video, every time I watch it, like gives me a slight panic attack because I just think about A, how uncomfortable that must have been to lie in that glitter, and B, like how many days afterwards she was still finding glitter in all of her parts.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, I don't know. That video isn't quite K-pop tropey. It kind of feels more Western in its execution, but I really like it. It's just like, she's so nice to look at. So I just like to look at it.
That's a good one. Speaking of people that are nice to look at, my next choice was Hey Mama by CBX. I adore that song and those boys, but I also I truly think this is one of my favorite K-pop music videos of all time. I'm hesitant to say it is my favorite, but it is definitely in my top 3. It's on a soundstage, but it is super stylized. It has sort of a Cold War element to it. Like they are definitely 1950s dressed with like 3-piece suits. The plot of the story basically is that like Chen and Xiumin are wearing these like beautiful like vests and like 3-piece suits but without the jackets, and working in an office in a job that it looks like they hate. Chen is wearing glasses and he looks so good. And then Baekhyun is like above them. He like peeks in through the ceiling of their office, and he's dressed in military garb and is on a sound stage that looks like he's camping in the woods, and he starts like dropping petals in through the ceiling to like get their attention. And so they leave their office, they climb out of the ceiling, and they like join him in his, I guess, like rebellion or whatever. I don't know.
Against the corporate overlord.
Yeah, because then eventually the three of them take over the TV news, and they do the dance break in suits, groups in suits, one of my favorites. Jongdae is just like the most beautiful from beginning to end in this video. I love it so much. And there's a weird cutscene where like they change from, they're not in their military garb, they're not in their beautiful suits, they're in like weird grungy jean jackets and like turtlenecks, and suddenly there's a disco ball and it kind of seems out of place, but I still adore it.
I feel like that itself could be a K-pop video trope, is like a costume change that doesn't seem to make sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I love excessive costume changes in music videos, but sometimes there will be one and it'll be like, wait, why this?
Yeah, it like doesn't really seem to fit with the rest of the song or the rest of the theme of the video. I don't know about any other really important K-pop tropes that or common K-pop tropes that appear in this video, aside from, I would say, like a person on the news that suddenly starts singing the song on the TV, because like Jongdae is singing as he's telling the news.
TV, seeing herself in the TV. Yeah.
But he's not seeing himself in the TV. He is literally grabbing the anchor and like pushing him away and then taking over the mic. Okay. But then another group of people like sees him on the TV. So there's not a whole lot of tropes in it, which is, I think, something that I really enjoyed about that video, is that it's very unique to other videos that I've seen. But I just I love the dance. I love the song. I love the boys.
Great choice.
I love it.
Good choice. Okay, so now I'm getting into like I don't know what to pick. So I'm gonna go with I brought this up on the show before. I was trying to find things that I haven't talked about before, but I have to. And that's GOT7's Just Right music video. This was directed by Naive, like I mentioned earlier. They do JYP videos. And this is like a story video, and the story is that like a middle school aged girl is sitting at her mirror and she's like looking at her acne, and she's like she just is full of sad middle school girl feelings. And then she opens up her vanity drawer, and GOT7 is in there, and they're tiny, and they're like singing like, hey, we think that you're super beautiful, like don't be so sad, like you're just right. And then they're like playing with her Barbie dolls, and they're swimming in cereal, and it's just like they're just little, and it's so fun.
They're so cute. They're like laying on her makeup poofs, and like, oh, they're adorable. Jackson has my favorite moment in it all, where he's like doing a little rap and he's like very serious, and then he like takes a big like scoop of, he's standing in front of like an enormous donut, and he like takes a big fingerful of the icing, and as soon as he eats it, he like does a really goofy dance.
Yes.
And it's like that feeling where you eat something, it's so good, you just want to dance.
Yeah.
And he looks so silly. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to remember like what possible tropes, because I didn't write them down like a good girl, but I feel like manhandling mannequins is like a cape, like they're being a mannequin
absolutely.
around, because it's like the Barbie mannequin or whatever.
Yeah, doesn't one of them in GOT7 try to like steal the Barbie?
Yeah,
to like
walks away with it, which I feel like in that Wonder Girls Why So Lonely, they carry the giant Ken doll the same way, like. Yeah, so that's one. But yeah, I don't know. I just love this video because it has like it has a sweet message. The like little actress who's like playing the little girl is very, very adorable. And it's fun and nice. It's just fun and nice. And that's why I like it.
Good choice. I also thoroughly enjoy that music video. The next one that I'm going to choose, I guess, is technically not K-pop, but I felt like I had to mention it because it's in my like, it makes me feel things. It's in my top 5.
No more explanation needed than that.
It is a song called Eat by Zion T. DigiPetty is the director or like production company behind this group, and it takes place in a house, so it is like right up their alley. The song itself is really kind. Like the lyrics are basically like, I know it's hard when you come home from a long day of work, like you're tired, but I hope that you hear this song and you make sure and you eat it like a morning apple, like make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I love you. And it's really it's just like really kind. I love that song. And a woman comes home from work and she's like very tired, and it just sort of follows her through the house, like coming home from work and then maybe like being at home on a weekend or in the evening. And Zion T is like in the house with her, but sort of like thrown aside in the house. So like when she comes home and she lays down in her bed and she's still in her work clothes, he's on the floor kind of half underneath her bed.
Oh, is this the one where he's like laying on the stairs and she like steps over him to go
so
down
like
the
she's
stairs?
walking down the stairs and like she has to step over him because he's on the floor, or like she's taking a bath and he's like sitting on top of like the back of the toilet, or K-pop trope number 1 in this video, open refrigerator. She's looking in front of the fridge, trying to decide what to eat, and he's sitting on top of the fridge. And then at the end, and then like he's like stuffed into the cushions of the couch, and you realize at the end that it's because he is her iPod and she's listening to the song. And so like at the end of the video, it shows you all those same scenes, but instead of Zion T, it's her phone on the floor.
Or on top of the toilet or on the stairs. Oh.
And so then like the phone is cracked and his glasses were cracked the whole time. And I love that video. It's so sweet and it makes me feel soft.
That's nice. That's a good choice. We brought up before that like Sistar were like the queens of summer the last couple years of their existence, and this was definitely one of their summer jams. Sistar Touched My Body.
Nice. That's a good one.
Which is like about as happy as a music video could possibly get.
Touch my body.
It's got that Target effect for sure. They're like they're indoors, but there's like a pool and a fake like pool house that's built inside. It's like not, so it's got that like cartoony fakeness about it. But it's just basically like a pool party, and they're like in the laundry room or in the kitchen or like floating on a floaty pool, like in bathing suits and shorts, and like their bodies are like goals, and the song is so catchy and fun, and it just like makes you feel like summertime and good. And a trope in that video is that we didn't bring this up before, but it ends at a party. This is kind of a thing that I feel like happens in girl groups more often than not, where you'll have like a whole music video of maybe the girls are getting ready, or like maybe they're at work, or maybe they're just singing in a box, and then for the last verse of the video they will suddenly be at like a house party or a club or whatever, and they're all like jumping and hugging each other. Like that's totally a thing. The video ends at a party.
Yeah.
So Touch My Body has that. But the video just makes me feel happy and free, and everybody looks so good, and it's so like pink and blue and summer, and yeah, the dance to that's really fun. It has this like sort of like dog leg butt wiggle that's really funny. So yeah.
I have 2 more because I realized that I skipped one. And it's so silly that I skipped it because I've literally watched it every day since it's come out. It is my brand new loves, TVXQ, their Love Line video, which just recently came out. I couldn't find the director of this, but I did find that the song is also called Parallel Lines because of the lyrics. The lyrics
like a
have
subtitle
to do with,
or like an alternate title?
I think it's an alternate title. The official title is Love Line, like that's what it is on the album. But it's apparently also referred to as Parallel Lines because in the lyrics, it's about how like these 2 people are living parallel lives, and like they're very different, but they like, why are we so attracted to each other? We're so different. It was a little awkward at first, but let's continue living in the same path, like in the same direction. I absolutely adore this music video. It's filmed on a soundstage, but a soundstage that is made to look both like a house and also like it's just a platform on a pool. I guess. So like the whole thing is it's Max or Changmin and Yuno doing chores in a house with this woman who is like perhaps magical.
Yeah,
Like,
I couldn't tell if she was real or was like a personification of something. Or
yeah, because she makes like a painting jump, but then she's also on the news, and she
the flight attendant
comes to life on the
she's-
magazine Changmin's reading, another K-pop trope. And then she's the flight attendant, and she's like on the news. So I couldn't tell if she was actually supposed to be there, if she was supposed
or if
to
she's
be
like the representation of the idea
of love,
the love
or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're doing chores in a house that seems to be like in the middle of the sky. It's just all white walls and windows and blue sky behind. And the entire video, I think, is color schemed to be like the sky, because at the beginning it's all blue and white, and like the boys are in blue and white as well. And I might be reading too much into this, but it's also SM, so I'm like not reading too much into this.
Can never read too much into it.
But this is the only part of their current comeback in which Yuno was blonde and Changmin has black hair, and I think it's because they're supposed to be the sun and the moon. Because the video, and I've watched this video every day. It starts out blue and white, and the sky is bright blue behind them, and then it goes to the sun starts to set, and their clothes change, and the sky is orange, and Yuno's wearing an orange shirt, and Changmin is wearing like a black or navy blue shirt, and then it goes to night, and they change clothes again. So I think that they are supposed to be the sun and the moon, and they're like living in the sky, because the house itself looks like it's floating in the sky.
It does.
And the cutscenes when they are dancing, when it's just the dance, they are like on a platform that's just like floating in water with sky behind them. So
okay,
that's my theory.
I like it.
But I also love this video. Like, not only is it really just sweet and cute, but it's heavily dance centered, and I really like this dance. And it even has, like, when they're doing the chores, it has little magical elements of it. Like when Yuno is doing laundry, his shirts are like doing the laundry.
Love
They're
the
doing
shirts.
the dance.
The dancing shirts is the best part.
It's my favorite. It's so cute. I love it so much. And I did mention like a couple of the tropes that are in it, like the portrait coming to life. The woman that is in the video, she's like on the cover of a magazine and she sings part of the song. Her voice doesn't actually, but like her mouth
like
does.
mouthing it.
She's also the weather girl or whatever person on TV. And they do the coffee cup thing because Changmin, so it's like shot from above so that you see the coffee, and he like drops sugar in it. And then when he's handing her the coffee cup, he scoops clouds onto the coffee cup and then gives it to her, so the clouds are like the steam. It's just absolutely
they have to
adorable.
be some kind of celestial being.
Yeah, which is accurate because TVXQ, like, you have,
Oh my god,
you've become my sun and moon. Let me tell you.
God.
Let me tell you more about it next week in our bias episode. Hey,
they're early teas.
My last one, which I texted Shannon when I was doing my K-pop homework because I was like, okay, I really tried to, my goal when thinking of these music videos was to try and come up with ones that like we don't mention all the time. And then I looked at my list and saw that it had like EXO and Mamamoo and Zion T, and was like, oops, I failed. But then I told her, I was like, but here I am watching 2PM's ADTOY and thinking, how can this not be on my list? And she immediately texted me, put it on your list, because I had to take it off mine.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to talk about now.
Thank you.
The sexiest video
Ever!
all time. I will fight you on this. It is my absolute favorite.
Oh, it's
I
so good.
adore it. Tropes, just to get them out of the way,
Yeah.
it has like one love interest for everybody and fake tattoos. It is filmed both on a soundstage and also in a house.
Or some
stairway,
kind of
and a
fancy
parking
hotel
garage.
thing.
You don't really know, but it has everything. It has shirtless Woo Young, making out in bathrooms, stairwells, cars, and underneath the sheets.
Yes.
It has the best chair dance choreography of all time.
It's black and white.
It's all in black and white. And it has Nick Hoon in that terrible leather daddy hat that makes me giggle every time. Just thinking about it makes me laugh.
It's so upsetting because his like arms are so jacked and he looks so hot, and then he's got this ugly fucking hat. Like
It's like
just
a
tipped to the
village
side.
person hat.
Ooh, it's so bad.
It's so bad, but he looks so
so
good. And they all do. And I love that dance.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's very, very good. I think that's a perfect last video to talk about because it'll be fresh on people's minds and they should watch it.
Everyone should watch that.
Yeah, so go watch some K-pop music videos. They're the best. And we're going to watch a music video right now when we come back for a random game. Wait.
Can we do honorable mentions?
Okay, yes.
Okay, honorable mentions that I will just name the name of and not actually go into. Ones that didn't make it onto my list were Psy, New Face, Wonder Girls, Why So Lonely, and Yuno's Champagne.
Okay. So look those up on your own and find out what they're all about. Okay, great. So go watch some K-pop music videos. They're good for you. And we are going to watch a K-pop music video that maybe we haven't seen before. We'll find out. We'll be right back with our random game. Okay, we are back. And this week we got a newer girl group, the Cosmic Girls.
Yeah, I had definitely heard of their name before, but I don't think I'm familiar with any of their music. Not off the top of my head.
No, I didn't think so either, especially when we looked them up and saw that they had 13 members. I thought, I feel like I would have known.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I had an image to attach to the name.
Yeah, but it's very possible that I've seen them because I usually do watch at least one weekly music show, like all the way through. Like I keep it in the
so they
corner while I
probably
do something. I'm sure I've seen them before. But anyway, like we said, we've got 13 members. They're from Starship Entertainment.
And they debuted in 2016?
2016.
Yes, they have 4 different units. So that's kind of how they organize their groups, or their members, excuse me. They have a Wonder unit, which has 3 members, a Joy unit, a Sweet unit, and a Natural unit, which is the only one that has 4 members. And it appears based on the names in each one of these units that several of their members are Chinese. And they are also actually in association. They have an upcoming collaboration with Monsta X specifically for a CF, like for a commercial, for a phone or something. But they're going to release EPs, music videos, and other
I think they already did.
Content.
It says that was in 2016 that they did that.
Oh, oops. Well, it's still listed as an associated act of theirs.
Yeah, so maybe they'll do it again.
Yeah, maybe it's like an ongoing contract with
Making
that
music
phone.
For commercials is like not unheard of. Like we already brought up in this episode that like Hyuna video it was a car commercial. So that's really interesting. I want to check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cosmic Girls, it looks like they're specified as bubblegum pop. And so that's what I'm expecting we're going to get out of this music video.
And they've released they've released 4 mini albums and EPs and 1 full-length album. So they have quite a bit of music out there already.
Yeah. Okay, so let's give it a watch, see what comes up. Their most popular video view count, which is the way we do things, is called I Wish, and it has 8.1 million views.
Here we go.
So let's see if we can spot some K-pop tropes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so there's like rainbow like chat windows. It's like okay.
Oh, there's a K-pop trope, being in a maze. EXO loves that one.
Yeah, they're like in some kind of no world. There's like rainbow sky and the grass
In a
is
meadow.
pink, but it's a pink meadow.
Yeah, with a rainbow sky. This is like a Lisa Frank island.
Oh my god, yes, exactly.
/ secret garden, because there's like colorful glass doors in the maze.
Is a portal a K-pop video trope?
It totally is.
Because there's a portal in this secret garden.
Chronicles of Narnia style. What is happening in this video? It's like marshmallow Stonehenge.
It's like technology focused, but also like in fake weird nature.
And like a unicorn is here. But also the technology this is a trope of K-pop music videos, retro technology.
Yeah. They have flip phones and
like what looked like an old like Nintendo handheld thing.
Palm Pilots. That's what those things were called.
Oh, yeah.
They're very cute. There are a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
She has an emoji on a fishing pole. This is very odd.
And now they're in a cave?
I mean, I like it.
glows?
It's making me feel happy. I like all of the... Oh, a teacup.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they're... I really don't know. This is a very weird music video.
But it's so rainbowy, but also
Are they
everybody...
supposed to be unicorns?
They have bibs that say lazy on them. Oh, it's like emoji Stonehenge. They beat a game on their phone and now there's fireflies.
I'm not into this. I don't...
I like how it looks, but it's confusing me.
I don't really like the song, and I really don't like the technology aspects of it. Like, I feel like this video would have been more interesting if they were just in this magical world and not playing on their phones.
I wonder if the lyrics are like specifically about texting or anything
They
like
should
that.
be, because otherwise, if you're in a magical cave that has like glowing crystals in it, you shouldn't be on your phone. You should be spelunking.
For the record, I like this song. This is my style. I love crap like this.
Typical. So many emojis. I'm such an old fart. Oh, the fireworks turned into a heart eye emoji. Is dancing on a beach a K-pop trope?
I don't know. I don't know if it happens. I mean, I guess it happens enough to make it a trope. I think the trope itself would just be doing a dance in blank nature, like whether it's like out on a field or on a beach or in a canyon, just like being surrounded by nothing and doing like a dance.
They're lighting lanterns.
I think paper
entangled.
lanterns can be a trope.
And then the screen gets covered with little like 90s
Oh, 404 not
404
found. Oh my.
Huh.
Welp.
Well, I didn't like that.
I thought it was okay.
If that's their general style, I'll pass.
Well, that was fun. Cosmic Girls. Welcome to K-pop, Cosmic Girls. Let's see what...
Good luck out there
Good luck out there.
in your weird unicorn Lisa Frank world with your old school flip phones.
Okay. Recommendations for this week.
Recommendations. You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. Don't look. Cheater. So I'm actually really excited to recommend this group because it's one that I don't know if you're familiar with. It was a new discovery for me when I was doing research for this episode. Through finding one particular director, I found this group that is called Akmu, AKMU.
Akdong Musician.
Yes, also known as Akdong Musician, which means mischievous child musician. They are a brother and sister team named Lee Chan-hyuk and Soo-hyun. They're also known as the nation's siblings, but they are currently on hiatus because he is in the military. Do you already know who they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who they were. But they have like really clever songs. They're known for having clever lyrics. And the video that I want to recommend is called How People Move. And it is, I think this is also a good example of the Target effect. It's very colorful in that like super color coordinated and like primary color style. It also includes a K-pop trope that I do enjoy, which is toys coming to life. So it's kind of like this brother and sister, they're like in a toy store, and then the sister wakes up and she's like trapped in the dollhouse, and they're like running up and down stairs that lead to nowhere, and he gets like tied up by the toys. It's really fun, and the song is super cute, and I ended up watching several of their music videos. I loved all of them, so that's my recommendation.
Great. I like their song 200%. That's one that I enjoy. I don't know what to specifically recommend this week because my like brain is all melted. So like all I want to say is like just look up TVXQ.
What's your favorite
been wrong
TVXQ
for
music
so
video?
long, and I don't know how to deal with it. I feel like my favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite yet. I really don't. I want to say Spellbound.
That's a good one.
So maybe that's my recommendation, is watch Spellbound. And maybe watch a live performance of it because girls appear out of nowhere and it's very cool.
Captivating.
It's very, very theatrical, and it's like styling, and I think that's what I like about it so much. Is it's just very. I don't even know what to say. I just like want to look at them all the time, and I feel so profoundly changed in my heart. And they've been around for 15 years. Like how
we'll talk about
so
them more
much wasted
next week.
time. But anyway, watch some TVXQ videos. Like, they have a new album out. It's great. Just get on it.
It is. I recently bought their album, and I have to say that after listening to it twice, there is not one song that I dislike.
It's so good. They're so good. So that's my recommendation.
TVXQ!
Yes.
We love you.
We love you. Okay. So you can find us on social media as always, amakpoppod.tumblr.com for all of our links, at amakpoppod on Twitter and Instagram. And if you ever want to send us an email, amakpoppod@gmail.com. We love to get emails.
And we are still participating in our fan project.
Yeah, our fan project. My house is literally covered in tubes of glow sticks because they come in tubes, and it's awkward, but I'm so excited. We got little cards printed that say like, this glow stick was brought to you by the hosts and listeners of Ask Me About K-Pop the podcast, and we're going to tie them all on, and it'll be so fun. So if you want to give us any monies to contribute to that, and know that you, in your heart, that you spread K-pop joy in the world, like,
yeah. We're buying glow
do that.
sticks to support NCT, Red Velvet, Rain, B2B.
it's B2B. We know
It
that
is
now.
B2B.
It's B2B.
There's another group, isn't there? I'm missing someone. I only listed
did you
4.
say?
I said Red Velvet, NCT, Rain, and B2B.
EXID.
And EXID. So those 5 wonderful K-pop groups, we're going to be able to see them live at the Hollywood Bowl on April 28th. And so we want to show them our support. So if you would like to help us do that, you will find the link of our GoFundMe.
It's pinned on our Twitter at the top, but it's gofundme.com/AMAK fan project.
Cool.
So yeah, even a single dollar buys 3 glow sticks. So, I mean, you don't have to give much and know that you like helped. So if you want to do that, that would be swell. But anyway, we will see you next week. We're going to finally do our bias episode. I hope y'all are ready. It's probably going to be long. We might cry. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be good.
I'll be so decked from head to toe in all my bias gear. I can't wait.
It's going to be fun. Okay, see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Jonghyun, you're our inspiration.
Happy birthday.